Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Encounter. Today we have with us in the studio, we have Meera Nanda, but more affectionately known as Sister Meera. She's the director of the Brahma Kumari Spiritual University from Malaysia. She graduated at the age of 19 with chemistry, botany and zoology. Her dream was to become a doctor, but she has eventually become at the service of humanity in a different way. Sister Meera, thank you very much for being here and a very warm welcome to you.
Thank you very much for having me here too, and a very good morning and greetings of peace.
Thank you very much. You graduated at the age of 19. You wanted to become a doctor and you are doing something else now. How do you explain this transition in your life?
You see, the purpose of having the aim to become a doctor was I want to serve humanity. And of course, that could have taken a long time if I would have studied medicine. But then when I came into the path of spirituality, I came to understand that I can start serving humanity directly. And I started to dedicate my life and I started to make my dream a reality very soon.
There are a lot of people who they find an urge to serve humanity. But what was the trigger in your case?
My trigger to serve humanity was to help people to make them come close to themselves and then bring them close to God.
But before being able to do that, you yourself, you have to be close to God, you have to be close to yourself, so that you can share your passion with other people.
So that is what happened, that when I came in contact with the Brahma Kumari Spiritual University, that is what I realized. Even though I was doing prayers and I was doing other things before coming in contact with the Brahma Kumaris, but when I came here, I was able to realize myself and I was able to be in touch with myself, and then also I felt myself close to God. And I could talk to God and I can feel the closeness.
This is very interesting. But before we go deeper into the topic, can you please tell me in a few words, if possible, what does the Brahma Kumari do? Because you just mentioned that you experienced a lot through Brahma Kumari.
Yes. Yeah.
So tell us more about Brahma Kumari and how did you come in touch with it?
So Brahma Kumari's World Spiritual University is an organization which teaches us the human, moral and spiritual values to be in touch with ourselves and be in touch with the Creator. And this was established in the year 1936, and our headquarters at present is in Mount Abu, Rajasthan, India. And we have nearly 8,000 branches in 130 countries. And everywhere our purpose is to build the character and to help people building the character, having peace of mind and bring world peace. We offer everyone 7 lessons, basic 7 lessons. We call it as a foundation course, and it is free of charge. Anybody can come. And so when I just finished my graduation, I had not even got my result. My father actually was the person who brought me in contact.
Why is it important for people of the community to engage in such a selfless act?
Well, it is an urge from within.
It is an urge.
It's a kind of purely a passion, I think, So that motivated me. Even from childhood, I used to join Girl Guides, NCC, I used to go and do some social work in villages and help village people, something like that.
But nothing is free in this world,
is it? Of course, because see, when you do selfless service without expecting any money, that touches the hearts of others. Otherwise, if it is a paid service, it is like a duty you are doing. It is not like a service to humanity. That's what I feel.
So you've been a disciple of the organization for the past 50 years.
Yes.
You have traveled around the world
Yes.
for 40 years, giving talks.
Yeah.
everywhere, in
Yeah.
almost every country. You talk a lot about, I wouldn't say emotional intelligence, but more the management of the mind.
Yeah.
You talk a lot about spirituality. You talk a lot about meditation. What I want to ask, and it's a question that I often ask, what is the drive for you to meditate so much?
I find that meditation, first of all, helps me to be in touch with myself. You need to begin meditation by contemplating on the self, and then with meditation, I have gained a lot of benefits, like for example, self-esteem, determination, willpower, many disciplines in my life.
So this is a message for people who want to enhance those qualities.
Yes.
And what more?
Many more actually. Meditation has health benefits. Meditation has benefits to make a family life better. Meditation helps to live in the family with unity. So it has physiological, psychological, emotional, mental benefits on all levels.
Let's say I don't meditate. How would you advise me to start meditation?
I would suggest you
for somebody who does not believe
Yeah.
in meditation. What would you tell them?
So I would tell them that at least look at your thoughts. Thinking is something very common, and check your thoughts, what kind of thoughts you have throughout the day.
As in, write it down?
No, just observe your thoughts, because everybody would like to focus on the work they do. Everybody would like to have some excellence in their work, and everybody would like to have confidence in everything they do. And so I would like to suggest them to start off with teaching themselves positive thinking. Just start to think good. Think positive and see the effect of that positive thinking on yourself, on your relationship, on your work.
What is the reason to do that?
Because that's what I mentioned, that because we want concentration, we want confidence, we want good relationship, we want to live happily, peacefully, contented.
And this is a proven science
Yes,
that
of
through
course.
meditation you can achieve
Yes.
all these qualities?
Yes, you can. You can. Because from time to time now they have been doing a lot of research. It's because our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings are all connected with the self-awareness. What awareness I hold about myself. What I think about myself, my thoughts, my emotions will follow. And so if I identify myself as a human, for example, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, so then I will give more value to the physical aspects. Then I will be influenced by negativities like lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego.
Which creates a kind of a blanket in front of the mind.
So then I will be sometimes disappointed, sometimes distressed, sometimes under stress. But then instead, if I begin to focus myself on the other side as the living being, the light in the body, and then I begin to focus on that light. So I begin to immerse the positive qualities which are within that light. Like for example, when you look at the light, you don't see the 7 colors that are merged in the light, isn't it?
You're saying a light of a candle?
Yeah, any light.
Any light, yeah.
But then when that light is passed through the spectrum, you can see 7 colors of the rainbow.
Surely.
So same thing happens, because when I focus my mind on that being of light, I begin to immerse the 7 positive qualities that are merged within myself. And so I begin to feel peace with myself, I begin to love myself, I begin to empower myself. And this is what everybody is looking for in their life, isn't it?
To an extent, yes. But I still have to ask you. I don't let's say I don't meditate.
Yeah.
How should I proceed? Let's say to all our viewers watching this program right now, they don't meditate. They've never thought of meditating. So what would you tell them, and how should they start?
So are they thinking? First of all, thinking is something common. Everybody is thinking all the time. Yeah. So sometimes your thoughts becomes like a friend to you. Sometimes thoughts become your enemies. So I would suggest to them that make your mind your best friend. Even if you are meditating, you can work on your mind and channelize the energy of your mind in a positive direction. So, you feel relaxed and you feel light and you feel fresh and you feel enthusiastic, motivated in things you do, but you may not call it meditation, but it is like using the power of thought in the right direction.
How do we start?
So, begin to visualize yourself, ask this question to yourself, who am I? Who am I? Whole day I use the word I and mine.
Yes.
So, check yourself, ask yourself, who am I? I am looking through these eyes.
You're Sister Meera, so
Yes.
that's who you are.
That is, Meera is my name of the body. My name is Meera.
Of course.
But who is the one who says my name? I say.
Well, I think other people use your name more often than you do.
Yeah, but even then, when I talk about myself,
It's an I.
I. So,
Yeah.
who am I? So, this is something to ponder about, This is something we need to know as a human being when we are existing on this earth.
But you have to go, are you trying to say that we have to go deep within ourselves?
Then once you ask this question, then you begin to reflect.
That's hard. How do you, it's not easy to do.
No, you
to
can
do.
use
It's kind of
visualize.
an inner reflection.
Yeah, you can use visualization. You can visualize that point of light on the screen of your mind as a star, and then you can begin to focus your thoughts in the center of the star, that I am the star, I am light, I am cool, I am peaceful. So, you naturally begin to go inwards.
Saying such things makes you
Yeah.
feel better about yourself.
Yeah, better, very good actually. It really clears up all the cluster in our mind, because sometimes there is so much of confusion, there is so much of thoughts going on that we don't know what to do, what to do, what is right, what is wrong, we don't know.
So instead of focusing on what is going well or not going well, what is lacking in our life, is this a way of focusing what we already have?
Yeah, I think so.
And
That is
to
the
a
best.
little bit more to show it's a better attitude and show gratitude
Yeah,
towards what we have.
because see, you must know that, they say that you become what you think. And if you are always focusing on what you don't have, what you are not good at it, so then finally you end up losing your self-esteem. I am not this, I am not that. But if you begin to focus on your strength, they say in physics, wherever your energy goes, life grows, energy, wherever your attention goes, life grows, energy automatically flows. And so, if I focus on the energy of myself, I allow the energy to flow. So, let me focus on the strength instead of what is I am lacking. I become that myself.
So you think of a light,
Yeah.
any light, just a light.
Just a point of light, energy, and try to focus your mind on the center of that energy and just create thoughts and pause. I am light, I am cool, I am silent, I am balanced. This word, I am, is very powerful word. They say that if you repeat these thoughts early in the morning, this energy of the goes into your subconscious mind and it also influences your brain.
All right.
So, particularly if somebody wants to initiate themselves into the path of spirituality, I would suggest that when they wake up in the morning, just to repeat these thoughts. I am positive, I am healthy, I am happy. Repeat it a few times, I am. So, you are actually creating affirmation about yourself. You become that at the end of the day.
So how long? A few minutes?
No, it's just like maybe 3 times you can repeat.
That's an advice you would give everyone to do this
begin.
every morning.
Yeah, every morning when you wake up, you will have some thought or the other. Instead of having any other thoughts, you just create this positive thought. I am light. I am peace. I am love. I am happy. I am positive. I am healthy.
And you say all this all while thinking of
Just focusing, and you become that, because especially this is the first thought in the early morning is very powerful. It has such an impact for the rest of the day.
You practice this every morning?
Yes, every morning.
And
also I write. Nowadays I have started writing.
As in a journal?
3 points which I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful in my life.
When you wake up in the morning?
No, after some time. First I will think about this. I am peace, I am love, I am happy, I am healthy. And then I get ready and meditate for a while. And then I write. I am grateful that God has given me a healthy body so that I can serve others. I am grateful that,
This writing is kind of a therapy that really helps, which really feeds the soul and mind. Do you agree to this saying?
No, I think I agree with writing this journal.
Every day you do write?
Yes, I write. I have started this new thing from the beginning of this month, because I usually think in my mind, but I thought let me start doing it practically, so that it goes deep into my subconscious mind.
But it also helps that you're able to download your thoughts into the diary.
Yeah.
And you probably make space for new things you want to learn also.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And also I would like to also advise people, in the morning, they can, first thing is to maintain some silence for a couple of hours after they wake up. Because the silence of the mind, slow down in your thinking, just relax.
You said maintain silence for a couple of hours?
Means 1 or 2 hours.
Every morning?
Yes. So
who has this time?
No, then in that time means you wake up a little bit earlier than normal.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in that time, you read something spiritual, you do some exercise, and then you can actually create some affirmative thoughts. So you do activities, but in silence.
So you don't say a word?
No, try to practice, because you restore energy by maintaining that silence in the morning, and then the rest of the day the life flows very, very, very smooth, very positively.
Is it like a training to your body?
Training to the mind and body.
Because you become more accepting then?
Yeah, means it's nice, like you have something looking forward to do something every morning. Otherwise we just get up with yesterday's thoughts in our mind.
Grumpy and not happy.
And then we say, oh, today is going to be another day, I have to face this problem.
Today's a new day.
Yeah. Every day wake up with that freshness, but in order to do that, you have to make sure that the way you sleep is right. If you carry over yesterday's for this morning, you spoil your whole day.
This is a very interesting topic. People, I wouldn't say people, I will not generalize, but I meet a lot of people who tell me they have trouble sleeping, or if they do sleep, let's say 7 to 8 hours, the quality of the sleep is not good, and even after sleeping 7 to 8 hours, they wake up tired. Mind sharing your feelings on how people should sleep, and probably if you have any advice on it?
Yeah, first of all, I think people should understand what is sleep.
Can you explain?
It is not just lying on the bed is sleeping, because some people may lie on the bed for so many hours but never fall asleep.
Surely.
So for me, sleeping is, detaching myself. I detach myself from my body so that I am able to feel the peace. Because see, whole day, the energy, the soul, I use my sense organs to do actions. So when I have so many things to do throughout the day, the body gets tired. And you say, now I am tired, I want to lie down. So, who gets tired? The body gets tired, but the soul feels the tiredness.
All
So,
right.
it wants to detach itself from the body. Just like you are sitting in a car, but the engine is off, but the accelerator is still on. Means the engine is on, but you have turned off the car a little bit.
Okay.
So, like that you are lying on the bed, but you are not sleeping.
You're on overdrive.
Yeah. So, what we can do is practice this detachment from the body.
That sounds like magic. How do you detach yourself from your body?
Practicing the self-awareness. I am a soul. Soul is separate from the body. See, the body is like a car. I am the driver sitting here in the center of the forehead.
All right. But you're not the car.
No, I am not the car. So, I feel myself, I am separate. Car is separate. The driver is separate. So, I just become a witness conscious, onlooker. So, I detach myself, see myself separate, and then I just focus on the qualities of the soul. I am peace before sleeping. I am love. I am light. I am detached from the body. So, we encourage people to play some soft music, soothing music, or some reflection thoughts, so they fall asleep and have quality sleep.
Is this a mantra you tell yourself every night?
It's not a mantra.
No,
it is,
it's not a mantra. Is it something you tell yourself
Yeah.
every night before going
yeah,
to sleep?
it's like a positive thoughts.
So that's also another affirmation in
Yeah,
a way.
affirmative thoughts. But then in order to have that kind of good sleep during the day, I also need to practice 4 types of rest. Rest is separate from sleep. I call it as sensory rest. Sensory rest means like, eyes gets tired looking at something, computer especially. So, every now and then close your eyes for a second, few seconds, sensory rest. And then mental rest. Like instead of just thinking too much about others and too much about tomorrow or yesterday, slow down, mental rest. And then emotional rest. Like sometimes we get involved in other people's life and then make their emotion our part of life and emotionally get involved.
It's bound to happen.
So, now we have to slow down that emotional activity every now and then. So, I take emotional rest, and then 4th, physical rest. Physical rest means they say if you don't have time to take a nap in the afternoon, but at least you can just lie flat even for few minutes. We call it as death posture. Death posture, just like you are totally away from this body, and that gives so much of energy to the body. So, when you have practiced these 4 types of rest.
You practice it at the same time, all 4 at the same
means
time?
at different times maybe.
Okay.
Different time according to your timetable.
But you could do all 4 of them at the same
you
time?
can do.
If you're lying down, you could close your eyes and
you
empty
can.
your thoughts?
Depends on what kind of work you are doing.
Exactly, I would have.
Yeah. And then on that day you find that you can have a quality sleep.
Is that guaranteed?
Means that's my experience. You have to experiment because I cannot guarantee you until you experiment and realize it yourself. But it does help. Rest during the day will give me quality sleep. Especially the way I am thinking, too much and too fast and lot of energy is wasted. So, I can restore the energy by practicing this type of rest during the day.
And how many hours do you reckon people should sleep every day?
According to medical advice, 6 hours quality sleep. That is all we need. If you sleep more.
You said quality sleep.
Quality sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I will underline that word, because it's no point like just now you were saying that some people sleep for 7-8 hours and wake up tired.
Exactly.
And complaining I never had sleep. So, it's quality sleep. Quality sleep, I mean no dreams also. It's really sound sleep.
Okay, I'm a bit confused right now. Dreaming is not good?
Because dreaming also disturbs your sleep, because You know, dream, sometimes it is like a nightmare, sometimes it is very good also, but then you get lost in that.
It tires out your mind.
Yeah. So, dream is nothing but reflection of your subconscious mind. So, if you are practicing spirituality, positive thinking during the day, so automatically you have not suppressed your subconscious mind. You know, you have expressed it in a right way at the right time to the right people. So, there is nothing to dream about. But anything that you have suppressed in your subconscious mind, it shows out in the form of dream.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's thank you very much for
Yes.
explaining this.
Yeah.
Sister Meera, we have talked about meditation, we have talked about sleep, and a little bit more. We have unfortunately come to the end of this first program. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of this episode. Please catch us again next week.